I'm Richard Hammond, the founder of greentraveller.co.uk, the website that features hundreds of holidays you can reach by train. We've teamed up with the Swiss tourist board at Intravel to go on their grand tour of Switzerland, which starts here at London St Pancras International, where we're going to catch the Eurostar over to Paris. It's a full day's travelling to reach my first destination, Zuoz, in the far east of Switzerland via Paris and Zurich. By the time we arrive, it's dusk. The next morning, we left Hotel Engiadina to catch the train to the world-famous Glacier Express using Intravel's special tailor-made train pass. Known as the world's slowest express train, the Glacier Express started as a tourist attraction in the 1920s and now provides a year-round service between Zermatt and Zermatt, where guests enjoy first-class dining and stellar views from the comfort of glass window carriages. The journey lasts about 8 hours as the train winds through some of the most spectacular scenery in the Swiss Alps via Chur, the oldest town in Switzerland, the Rhine Gorge and the Oberalp Pass, the highest point of the journey. Here the engine pulls the train up to 2,033 metres above sea level with the help of a cogwheel. Finally, the train travels along the valley to Zermatt, one of Switzerland's iconic alpine resorts. Having spent the night at Hotel La Guinebelle, I took the exciting Gornergrat train, one of the oldest mountain cog railways in the world. The journey up to Gornergrat winds its way over a distance of 9 kilometres uphill to 3,089 metres via an impressive series of bridges and tunnels. The journey to the top takes about 40 minutes. I passed through some clouds, but when I arrived at the top, there was a break in the swirling mist, and the majestic sight of the Matterhorn came into view in all its glory. From the top of the Gornergrat, you can see the new and very isolated Monte Rosa hut. It's an ingenious design, built to a high eco-spec with solar panels, and its water supply provided by meltwater collected during the summer. The Gornergrat rail system partly runs under its own power. 3 trains going down the tracks create enough energy for 2 trains to drive up. As we returned to Zermatt, we said goodbye to the Matterhorn to make our way via Wengen to the Lauterbrunnen Valley. The Swiss Alps are known as a hiker's paradise, but you don't have to hike up mountains to get to see the views. There's a fantastic network of trains and cable cars that take you to the most panoramic settings. " 2012 is the 100th anniversary of the famous Jungfrau Railway, which means we can go from here in Wengen all the way up there. The Jungfrau was a tremendous feat of engineering. It's Europe's highest altitude railway station that took 16 years to build with the help of hundreds of workers. Among their rations, they were given a litre of wine and 2 cigars a day. The route to the top climbs through a 4.5-mile tunnel cut through the rock of the Eiger and Munch. From the observation terrace at the top, you can see across vast glaciers to France and even as far as the Black Forest in Germany. Travelling back down from the Jungfrau via the arching high-altitude tunnels, I travelled via Wengen to the beautiful Lauterbrunnen Valley, home to the Staubach Falls. The height of the cascade is between 800 and 900 feet. It's one of the highest single unbroken waterfalls in Europe. We're on our way to Lucerne, but we've just received a tip via Twitter, someone suggesting that we head off to some gorges, which is where I'm going to go right now. I got off at Erschlud Ost, one of the world's tiniest stations. You exit from a rock cavern through an automatic sliding door which opens out onto a suspension bridge over the Aire River that cuts a wonderful narrow gorge between cliffs of Cretaceous limestone. Back on the train, I headed to Lucerne, the gateway to central Switzerland. The next morning, I used my Swiss pass to take the boat across Lake Lucerne to go on the Mount Rigi excursion, also known as the Royal Tour, to commemorate Queen Victoria's visit in 1868. At Witznau, I hopped off the boat and boarded the Mount Rigi train, Europe's first mountain railway, which climbs up to Mount Rigi Kulm, 1,800 metres above sea level. The rail network in Switzerland sets the world standard. It's punctual, comfortable and efficient. The Swiss travel system has formulated a very handy multi-journey ticketing system known as the Swiss Pass, which allows you unlimited travel on consecutive days within its public transport network, including the use of trams, boats and buses in 41 cities, and a 50% reduction on tickets for most mountaintop trains and cable cars. I then returned via the aerial cable car from Rigi Kaltbad to Vegas and boarded the boat back to Lucerne to spend the late afternoon chilling out by the water and enjoy my final night in Switzerland. I left Lucerne this morning and now I'm in Paris waiting to catch the Eurostar back to London in time for dinner, which will bring to an end my grand tour of Switzerland.